So, all right. So we've been working on the double drag. And I had you at 72 on the double drag.
Yeah.
Of course, we started with the single drag.
Yeah.
Whether we've graduated to the double drag is we're about to find out. Okay? and it gets typically the Spivack Percussion Studio library is set in, this is debatable as well, but essentially chronological form, so that things become progressively more complicated. Okay? So this is going to be more involved than its predecessor, the single drag. Okay? So go ahead and put your metronome on at 72, and let's check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's yay! I get to play the drum.
Nah, this one was painful, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Oh, cool. Then we have something to dig into.
Ugh. Just want to get it over with.
Slow it down to 60. Essentially, I'm turning from parallel. They're just little notes, pianissimo or something. See where I'm turning from? I'm turning from down from here. Yeah. So we're turning from down here. Watch, just do this. Just do this. We could make a little turn. But I'm just doing this. Turning from here. One note would be this. Two notes would be. It'd be born out of something more fundamental, which would be the alternating drag. Do it again. Play the alternating drag again. Go ahead and slow it down. Okay, so one of the things that I was worried about, it's working now, but as it sped up, I was worried that, and you were careful, I think, to make sure that after you've been stopping kind of high, then you stop low. I'm not sure. That's why I had to slow it down, because there's a distance over the pond between us, and so I want to be sure about what I'm seeing. You know, here's something else I want you to look at, and it has to do with your throat. In the right, probably in both ends. I was focusing on the right. You're kind of doing something like that. See, and it's one smooth motion. It doesn't wait at the top. It's one smooth motion. Go ahead and play no metronome. Okay, now go back and play the stroke. Metronome at 60. We want to be aware of playing from. See, you weren't turning to the ceiling to do that, were you?
No.
For your upstroke, for your single stroke, meaning smooth up to down, and not only smooth just in terms of we're going from one to the other, but smooth in terms of how we play it. That smooth motion I'm looking for. So there isn't a need to turn to the ceiling. We could, but I'm asking you to learn not to turn to the ceiling. Because as it goes faster, and we're playing what are quiet appoggiaturas. And we know that in this technique, volume comes from height of turn. Why would we be turning up to the ceiling very much, if at all? Now, what I also want to see in your throw is this. Watch. This is a Richard Martinez thing. He says, why don't I ever see this? This. That proves you're making a wrist turn, right? See, there's this. So it's one smooth motion, and it's a wrist turn, a wrist turn, a wrist turn, a wrist turn, wrist turn. You don't want that to go away. Now I want you to play in the center. If you're not in the center, it means you're pulling the sticks around probably with your arms. If you're really playing with your wrists and your arms are in a sense inert, why would the position ever change? You're always in the position that you start off at, which is what we call the floor. See, your beads are like this. Stop and look. You have to decide. This distance shouldn't change. trying to keep this. Sure, you know, we're human beings. We're trying to maintain, so there's going to be a little bit of movement, but we want to really minimize that. That's what we want to play. So why do you come out a little bit? Okay? So now go ahead and put the metronome up. You were 60 there, to back to 72. Let's take a look at it. Okay, now you're going to put the metronome up to 80. So we're trying to be in the center of each surface. Yeah, I'm turning from Pella here. Turn from the Pella. I notice, let's see. Because they're little flams. So I guess it'd be okay to turn for their drags, I should say. So I'm watching what I'm doing. So from the floor would be the appoggiators. And if you want to make a little turn, so I'm adjusting what I'm telling you. Yeah. So we're just going to make little turns here. Yeah, you can make a little turn. Turn from the floor. So it's turn, turn, turn. So it's all turn, but floor. Turn from parallel. Wrist turn to the ceiling. From parallel. From parallel. Turn, 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 parallel. Parallel. Turn, turn, parallel. Turn, 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 parallel. Turn, 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 parallel. 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 Turn, turn. No, you've lost the rhythm. You're at 80 now?
Oh, you sped up, so I was just going with you. Yeah, I'm at 80 now. Okay, let's do 80.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Good. Play it in 80. Got the rhythm back.
Sorry?
You got the rhythm back. It's not. What are you doing? What were you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, start to sound kind of like that. feeling of eighth note, 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 eighth note. What is it? Eighth note, It can't lose that. It can't become. Okay, so 80 is about the top for you. As you went faster, you kind of did lose the note values. Okay, it became something else. I'm not even quite sure what you did. It almost became like a triplet thing. Okay, okay, so now we're going to play something in 3. It's the next iteration. Let's hear that. 72. Didn't I have you play this one at 60 to 72?
72, I think.
That was a single track. I think that was.
Oh, this one too. This one too.
Okay. Well then, maybe put it down to 60. Let's get our heads around this.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look where you're playing. You're already spread out again. You've lost your floor. You've lost this. If you're here, it means you're not here. We want to be here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well, if I am turning up to the ceiling, it is so small. And that's because now we're not playing the appoggiatura. Right? Now they're actually 16th notes. And I want to hear them. And then we have an accent. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. Now listen how solid mine sounds. Going.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So one hand is just doing this. Da, ba, ba, da, ba.
that's how it starts. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Two singles. Da da ba da da ba da 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 da. So just do this with me. And I'm doing this in my left hand, which I typically do. Da 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 da. Bada, bada, ah, ah, ah. Bada, bada, ah, ah, ah. Bada, bada, ah. Da 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 ah. Da 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 da. Right? So So it's just da 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 and then a throw, right? Da 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 and then a throw. Come on, da 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 da.
I'm doing it.
I'm trying to get you to turn your wrist. It doesn't have to be high. I'm just trying to get you to play two notes.
So now it's not from starting from the floor, is it?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Now it's not starting. Now it's not starting from the floor. So now I turn for the doubles.
Yeah, you can. I wanted you to turn a little bit because remember, these are appoggiaturas, and I want you to feel a little double in the wrist. Yeah. Give me a little turn. I want you to turn a little higher, so I really know you're playing some. I want to hear some solidness. If we play quiet. We can play quiet. But I want to hear each note. Give me an accent. Give me an accent. Accent. It's going to come up like this, right? It's going to come up like this. It's going to come up like this, and then you're going to show me this side of the hand. I want to be able to see the inside of your hand. Show it to me. Why doesn't yours look like mine? You brought it up and it looked something, I don't know, what was it? Watch. If I'm here, calm down, and then I come up. What it looks like.
Say nothing.
Not too bad. Go ahead and take your fourth off from me. What happens?
The fourth, yeah.
Are you holding?
Yeah.
Feel your thumb pushing against your other two fingers?
Yep.
Show me this way. Notice mine's not on my palm.
Yeah, fine, but that's just my position when you want. You're sitting up normal. I'm standing.
Let's find out. because I'm not there, so I can't physically take your hand. You know, I can't move around and look at you from different positions. Yeah. So here, what did I do? I went like Yeah, as I cup my wrist. Yeah, the stick moves away a little bit. Stick moves away right there, just a little. Yeah. And I feel it in the 3-finger grip. The mine's further away from my palm. So it'll come out just a little. 3-finger grip, man. Right? What I mean. Okay. Right. So we want to come back around that. It's good. That's what you want to make sure you're maintaining. Mm-hmm. So you got to give me an accent. Yeah, a dot, another dot, and then an accent. The dot is a stenoto. So it's a little there. Yeah, bouncing. That's a cool exercise for you. Now go the other way. Do that the other way. Feeling the 3-finger grip. Right? Always. Right? Doing it one way. I feel as though, Raph, I feel as though it's not a pure wrist turn, especially in your left. It's gotten better though, because now you've got the idea of letting me see this. Yeah, you see, watch. Yeah, because if what I start to see is, I see this, the forearm and the wrist coming down together.
Yeah, I see what you mean. That's
much
true.
of the time. See, watch. This, just check it out. Just meditate on this for a minute. You're doing something, I think, kind of like that. It kind of looks right, doesn't it? Watch. See, it's a wrist turn. You see, it's really a wrist turn. It's this. See, I'm not coming down with forearm and the wrist together. I'm coming down as I turn, and the wrist catches up just at the end, and you can really see this part of it, can't you? There.
I see what you mean.
3-finger grip. Now go the other way. Hold it with the 3 fingers and turn your wrist. Get to the floor, let it bounce twice, and then make that throw. And maintain the 3-finger grip. You really got to give me this part of it. And you got to hold on to the stick. Yeah, you got to hold on. Don't be afraid to hold on. If it's a 3-finger grip, it'll bounce if you're holding it right. You really have fulcrum consciousness. You really have a fulcrum. Okay, that sounds better. It sounds much more solid now. Okay, so let's keep this one. Go ahead and put it up at 72. And let's see if you can keep it that solid.
Yeah, I'm just meditating on the whole arm, because like on one hand is I'm conscious not to keep my elbow like this, to keep my elbow relaxed, but so I know that it's gonna come out a little bit, but then I also obviously don't want to be doing this, so I don't want to be pumping my arm for it. It's just a combination of pieces that kind of have to piece together, I guess.
Let me interject. And it's interesting that you talked about, you're in the right, but you talked about you don't want to do this, and then and then shove with your form.
Yeah.
For me, it's perhaps what's happening is you're not really getting any of this. In the left, it comes up, it moves a little, and then it shoves down together. And so I'm not sure how much this coming out might help you not shove down together. So this lead, but the gig is really what I mentioned, and it got better. But don't let go as you go on the way up.
No.
I see your first. No, watch. I see your first finger. You got to hold this grip.
Now on that grip.
Okay, go ahead.
How can I show this? I never really. One thing that I'm, I'd say confused, but like in doubt, is how much is this or how much is like this. See, it's different. One is more stretched kinda than the other. And I was looking at you, and I see when you play, you don't really hold the stick like this. You hold it kind of more like this. There's a wider gap here. There's longer gap than if you hold it more like here. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at the difference, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not doing this.
One you're holding more on the tip of your fingers, and the other one is kind of crouching more, almost like.
Here, I'll discuss that with you for a moment. It's something that Carlos Vega said to me. Talked to me about. He said the fulcrum is like kind of like it's really because we're all about the middle finger fulcrum, which I believe it is, but there's kind of this interesting phenomena because we have this three-fingered grip, right?
Yeah.
There's the middle part of the thumb is running directly across from the other two fingers. See that?
Yeah.
And he talked about the fulcrum being somewhere in the middle. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that what we're talking about? It's a three-finger grip. So all I know is if I think that way, this is the grip I end up with. I don't know what you're doing. We could discuss it further. But for me, I'm sending energy from the thumb to that place in between the first finger and the second finger. Why don't you try that with me? See, what I notice is there's a little, oh, we're getting into this. My thumb is more concave because I have some pressure on my thumb. I have some pressure there. Well, if you're putting pressure on your thumb, the flat of your thumb, Stick Wilson would say, no, you're putting pressure on the tip of your thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, let's get into this. You put pressure on the tip of your thumb. This is Richard Martinez stuff, right? Dick Wilson stuff as well, because he talked about the flat of the thumb all the time. If you put pressure on the, in other words, if you bend this first joint of your thumb, obviously you're now applying pressure more towards the tip of the thumb. And so where does that send the energy? Where does that send?
To the first two fingers, not to the middle one, right? Of course.
And now we have a fulcrum that is in the first finger.
Mm-hmm.
Not it. This will get to whatever question you have, where you won't even need to ask it. But if we're going to create a three-finger grip, and we're applying pressure to the middle part of the thumb, directly across from these other two fingers, my thumb would be more concave. See, I would do this, not this. This. Just do this. But just go ahead and do this. Yeah. Don't even put the stick on your thumb for a minute. But yeah, see, it already looks better. And now you push against that. Good. Put some pressure there.
Yeah, but do you put it right with the tip of your index like this or like this?
Stay with me. But I'm showing you something cool. Okay, stay with me now. Your thumb, stick isn't even on it. Take the stick off for a second. Yeah. Will do. Okay. Now we're going to, the knuckles kind of get in the way, so I'm going to open my hand up a little bit. Yeah, so just relax. And then I'm going to put the stick on the flat of the thumb, as it looks just like that. And I'm putting pressure. I'm holding the stick with another 3-finger grip of sorts, so that I can really apply some pressure there. No, come on, hold it so you can, yeah. Come on, right across. Now you're going to have to apply pressure. It's going to be similar to what we just talked about. If you apply pressure up here, it's going to go like that. Down here, it'll bump into, we want pressure right into the middle of that thumb.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you got to hold the stick though, so you can really apply pressure right
Right there, yeah.
There you go, there. Now push harder. Yeah, feel that. Good. Now, go ahead and take your first finger and middle finger and maintain that pressure and add them to the, create a grip now. First, well, remember that pressure is somewhere right, maybe right in the middle of the thumb. So the first finger is going to have to be a little higher so that that pressure is being applied to the, somewhere between the first and second finger, or the index finger in the middle. Here, come on now. Come on. Bend your thumb a little bit. Put more pressure there. Come on, bend it. Curve it. Concave it. Yeah! Now it's sending the pressure towards the middle. There! That's it. Now stop. Don't change a thing. That's it. Come on back. Come on back. Come to this. Come to a playing position. Here you go. Firm, isn't it? Nice and firm, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now turn your wrist. Yeah, keep it right there. Keep that pressure going right across from the thumb right across to the place in between those two fingers. Carlos Vega, somewhere in between them. There. Now let it bounce. Go da-da. Come on, turn and just, no, just da-da. Come on, don't get all wimpy on me. Hold it. And go da-da. Da-da. Da. Uh-uh. 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 Just holding it, 3-finger grip. So I maintain that pressure, and I get this nice, solid, relaxed thing. Yeah. Come on, maintain that. Maintain that. Maintain this. That's right. And then you just do everything I told you. You turn once, let it bounce. Actually, you turn. And you do that twice, right? Because there's 2 doubles. And then you're going to make a throw with this same pressure. You don't have to do a damn thing. You just hold the stick. Everything will take care of itself. Yeah. There. Yeah, it'll help your throw too. It'll guide you. It's better, dude. Okay. So metronome back on. Did I get you up to 72? Metronome at 72, and you're going to focus on that grip. Doing exactly what you just, I showed you and what you just. Internalizing it.
So number 2, right? No, number 1, huh? Yeah.
And second iteration in 3/8. There you go. There. Come on. Concave those thumbs. You're up at the tip, dude. I can see it from here. Come on. Send the energy further back towards the fulcrum, the middle finger. There. Send it back there. Feel it? It's different, isn't it? More solid. And you sounded more solid. Good and play. Got that thought? Okay. All right. Raph? Good. This is our new code for good. Stop up in the air, though. There you go. Keep that thumb concave. So the energy is further back on the thumb, therefore sending the energy more towards the middle finger so that the fulcrum doesn't end up in the first finger and thumb. Yeah, really good. Now let's play.
Then it is true, really, that the tip, right, of the finger never kind of goes like this, right? Because the minute you do this, then you're gonna get the pinching thing, right?
You spoil it.
Yeah.
You see, it really is, and you can take your fourth off for a minute to experience that. Just relax the fourth.
And also, I'm noticing that, because I was just asking you about the tip or not tip. If you do have your thumb like this, it's almost inevitable that you have to hold it with the tip. Otherwise, you're gonna get pointy finger, right?
You see?
Yeah.
It really alleviates certain questions. You realize that those questions are necessary.
We get all wrong. Oh God.
It's not necessary to ask certain questions once you discover you recognize certain realities. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Three-finger grip. Okay. So now what we've got, the fourth finger and fourth and fifth, as Murray would say, they don't really have much to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 5/8. Good. Kind of more solid. Because this has you've identified the grip.
After bloody 2 years, we're still talking about the grip.
Oh, you talk about the grip for a while. Right? Okay, so now we're at 5/8. Go on, put it on it. Put it on it. Let's see. I had you playing this to a quarter note. Now look what it looks like. Just watch me. Just watch. See? Can you see? Look at my thumbs. Do they look like I'm doing this? That ruins it. Oh. And I come back to here. I can spread my wings, but I'm spreading my wings. It's different. I literally don't want you to spread your wings. I want you to spread your, it's a metaphor. Okay. See, this is why you're, I'll let you play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have your metronome on? I'm not hearing it.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, no. That's cool. Now you're playing it as a metric. What do you think? You're Dick Wilson or something? Creating some kind of modern exercise based on. We can play with that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The metronome's a quarter note, so it's every 2 8 notes. Right? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're counting because we're in 5/8. We're counting each eighth note as like the number. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it'll be on the metronome on the down in one.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
It'll turn around and won't. Then it won't be on the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Not always playing on the 1. With a note.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2.
Throw.
Sorry?
You have to throw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't be afraid to show me this. In the left. Your wrist turn. Just hold the stick and turn your wrist. Then you make a motion and you turn. Watch. You're just turning your wrist, right? 3-finger grip. Turning your wrist. Go ahead and do that with me. Go ahead and do that with me. Take your 4th and 5th off. Come on. Do this. No, don't play. We're in the air. Come on, don't play. Kind of clumps into the palm on the way down. At the very end. Like that. Yeah. Barely moving though, but it comes away just a tiny bit. Doing that. And now all you're going to do is this and then that. Turn your wrist. No, you didn't turn your wrist. Yeah. Now just do this with me. With the 3-finger grip. Come on, turn a little more. I'm higher. I'm getting a good amount of volume because I'm turning higher. And I really do have a. I don't want you to hurt yourself because in the beginning, Wally Snow, I want to be careful, and it wasn't him, it was probably me, but he was very firm. I don't mean to equivocate here, but he was very disciplined about maintaining. Oh, and he didn't want my 4th on at all. Dick wouldn't do that. He wanted those fingers nice and relaxed, and they can just kind of be alongside the stick. So I don't want you hurting yourself and pulling the other fingers away. So this is remedial, but I just want you to learn that you can actually maintain a 3-finger grip. Gotta hold on to the damn thing. You gotta send some force across. You can take your 4th and 5th off to prove that you can hold on to the stick this way. It's not a feeling of rigor mortis. It's just firm. There. That's what you're going to feel when you make your throw. Just start with a bend. Now bend and then do that. There you go. There you go. See, it's a wrist turn. There's your hand. I can see it right there. Okay, Ralph. Much better. Okay. Go ahead and play this. It's a little modern because we're in 5, and yet metronome is a quarter note, so it keeps turning around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5.
Good. And notice, look, your sticks are, look how close they are together. They haven't spread apart. Look down, look at your sticks. Yeah, they're right where they should. You've got that little circle right in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and touch each side of that circle with a stick. Go ahead and touch it. Boom. See? Because it's a wrist turn, so you're not doing all this stuff with your arm. Even the tiniest bit with your arms takes the sticks out of position. The right is. Right is. Back up your left. Sorry, your left. Right. Okay, now let's put the metronome up to. Put the metronome up. Let's see.
Have what? Sorry.
So go ahead and put the metronome up to. I'll put it up to 104. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if you can blast this in. So once again, watch. Just watch what my left is doing. That's all it's doing. Your finger grip. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. What is it? Ba-ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Here we got the two again. Da-da, da-da, and the throw. So we got da-da-ba, ba-ba-da, ba, da, da, da-da. And then two singles. This is really, this is just the organization of what we just played in 3/8. Don't wait at the top. Don't wait at the top. Right, don't wait in the top. Back to that. Right, watch. Once you get to here, watch, Raph. Once you get to here, it doesn't wait. Once you get to the top, it's as if.
I'm listening. I'm just taking that.
Yeah, it's more solid. I'd like to get a little more of. Here, let me add one other thing to this throw. So, and what do? You want to stop. Just do this with me. Let's do this. The single stroke. For those of you out there who don't know what a single stroke is, in the Murray's Spivack technique, a single stroke is making an upstroke, meaning a tap, or a rebound, to an accent. So you're going from an upstroke to a downstroke. You do that so often, he decided to call it one thing. It's called the single stroke. See how relaxed it is? You get a lot of power without much effort. Okay? Just copy me for a second. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. While you're waiting. Up, down. Yeah, watch. Think of it this way, perhaps. Let me just figure this out for you. Now, it's as if you're going to, obviously, you see, by bending forward, the forearm is going up. So it's as if the wrist is going to follow that track. Watch. The wrist is going to follow this track. And however, as soon as it goes to follow it, body countervails and the forearm, upper arm, forearm goes in the other direction. There's no waiting. It's almost using this momentum. It's using this momentum, and then it reverses. So if you stop, you've lost your momentum. Yeah, see, you're using the momentum, and then you turn as the arm falls. Come on, turn more, higher. Yes. There. See, it's whack. There. See, it's just whipping this thing. There you go. Make sure you just follow that momentum as the arm reverses, countervails, and then you turn your wrist. Better. Now play the stroke again with that. Yeah, there you go. Wait. Stop. I know you want to get, I'm not sure what this is. This is cool because when you're playing the drums, I don't care what you do. I used to be a bouncer years ago. Really, as a kid, I used to do that a lot. And maybe that's a cool thing. Get the whole thing. But what I want is I want this nice, stable, this is a 3-finger grip. And we're on a 3-fingered or a 3-legged stool. Both are rear end, each side are 2 legs of this, I guess would be 1 leg of the stool, and then you have your 2 actual legs with feet. So you're this tripod, so-called tripod, like a three-legged stool. You're sitting very, very relaxed, and it's very stable, just like the grip. And so we don't need to get this happening. We need to be feeling it, maybe just recognizing it by singing it to ourselves or singing it out loud. We don't need, if you want to turn your ankles, your bottom of your feet fighting the floor, I think is what Dick would say. Turn your ankles and fight the floor with the bottom of your foot. Go ahead and put it, you're at 104. Go ahead and put it up to 120. What would happen there?
Oh, there you go.
Look how relaxed it is, Ralph. It's slow, still slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too much faster, and I want you to watch everybody. You sound really solid. I just watch that you're not doing it, and I know you have a bit of a medical concern, baby finger outside. But as you see, it doesn't have much to do with it, and so you don't need to pull it away. Mm-hmm.
You want your fourth and fifth to be very relaxed. But as it started to speed up, down right at the floor. Watch, see how relaxed it is, Ralph? Watch how relaxed it is. Just watch. Take it in. Tim, I don't need them really. And you see how relaxed it is. It's a beautiful pattern. We can turn them all into accents. Go and try that once for me. Play them all as accents. I saw Dick Wilson do it that way. Go and try it. We're in the third iteration at 5/8.
Yeah.
Metronome at 120. And instead of playing the dots as a little wrist turn, I want you to throw. Try. You lost the rhythm. It's not ra-da, ra-ra-da. It's da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can't do that. Wait, let's slow it back down to 104. I busted you again, but you'll get this in a minute. Now you have to make that throw 3 times in a row. Cool.
I'm overthinking the thumb.
I keep thinking about it. Yeah. Yes, listen to the sound. Yeah, good. More bouncy, isn't it? More narrow fulcrum. Raph, I want to hear this at 104, 3 accents.
Ah, come on, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. This is really helping your throat. I'm glad I had you do. Put the metronome back down to, put the metronome to 80. Once again, now I've introduced another element that is a level of difficulty. Okay, so here's what you really have to get, Ralph. You're not, here's what, this is beautiful, isn't it? Because what this does is, and it taught me, because it revealed something in your playing to me, and I think to you. So we'll work on this throw, and you've got it really good today. A bunch of times, a 3-finger grip, went up, you turned your wrist, but now as you're really challenged, and any bit of confusion will become very obvious because you simply won't be able to play it 104, and you were up to 120 before. Now you're not at 104. Now we're down to 80, which is beautiful because you'll get this up to 120. Well, I think the part of the throw you're missing is this part. You can't go up flat. You've got to get this part. So it's let's see. See, throw, throw, see, throw, throw, throw. See, each throw has this, doesn't it? And then it has this, and it has this. So you get It keeps doing it. Yeah. See how I lead with the butt end every time? See how that looks? It's beautiful, isn't it? It has a very distinct look. The stick really honest to goodness is doing this every time. Every time. Try it again. Gotta get the leading of the wrist at the beginning. There, there, and there. There. Yeah. Feels good to do it, doesn't it?
Oh.
You got it. You got it. There you go. Now, every throw has to be a picture. Deep with the wrist. There you go. Throw, throw. Throw. Don't forget to throw. Break your wrist. Come on, let the wrist break. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so you've got a bunch of cool new stuff to work on. I keep waiting for you to send me a solo. Maybe you'll send me a solo. Something like that in 5. Click behind you or something. And moving that around on toms would sound amazing, right? Yeah, very good, Ralph. Turning off the camera.